Hello students. Today we will discuss about magnetic field produced by a current carrying circular loop or coil. A current carrying circular coil behaves like a magnet and therefore it produces magnetic field. Now first I will draw the pattern of magnetic field produced by a current carrying conductor, which is a circular loop. This is the diagram of a current carrying circular loop. Now, in order to find the pattern of magnetic field produced, we will draw the magnetic lines of force. Suppose, first we consider this small part of circular loop. You can see this small element of circular loop can be considered as a state conductor. And when current in the state conductor is upward, then the magnetic field produced by the state conductor is anti-clockwise. Therefore, because of this element, the magnetic field will be anti-clockwise. And as I told you in the earlier modules, that from one magnetic line of force to another magnetic line of force, distance will continuously increase. So, in this way, this is anti-clockwise. This is outside the circular loop. Now, these magnetic lines of force are in a plane perpendicular to the circular coil. In the same way, if we consider the small element of the circular loop, then the current is in the downward direction. It will behave like a state conductor in which current is flowing downward, and then the magnetic lines of force will be clockwise. So, now, this is the pattern of magnetic lines of force. As I told you earlier also, that magnetic lines of force are in a plane perpendicular to the plane of circular coil. Suppose circular coil is in the plane of this board, then magnetic lines of force will be in a plane perpendicular to this. Means suppose this is the conductor, then magnetic lines of force are like this. Here anti-clockwise and on this side clockwise. So, since we are interested in finding the magnetic field pattern due to circular loop, so outside region it has been marked like this. In the outside they are downward, but inside they are upward here also. So, I am removing the outside field. Now you can see the magnetic lines of force inside a circular loop are in the same direction. They are in the same direction. So this is first thing, pattern. Now next thing which we need to discuss is what is the nature of magnetic lines of force so produced. Nature you can see near the circular coil, they are circular in nature, but at the center these magnetic lines of force, they are parallel, because at the center the lines of force are far away from the circular loop and they are in the same direction, so they add up to increase the magnetic field and they are straight parallel lines. So pattern is this diagram. Second, nature. You will write that the magnetic lines of force near the circular coil are circular in nature, but at the center they are straight parallel lines. Third thing, factors affecting magnetic field strength There are three factors which affect the strength of magnetic field produced by a circular loop or coil. First factor is magnitude of current. Second factor is radius of circular coil or loop. And third factor is number of turns of circular coil. On these three factors, the magnetic field produced by a circular loop depends. Now the question is, how does magnetic field depends on these factors? So, first, magnitude of current. Magnetic field strength is directly proportional to magnitude of current. That is, on increasing the current, the amount of current in the circular loop, magnetic field produced by the circular loop increases. The strength of magnetic field increases and vice versa. If we will decrease the amount of current in the circular coil, then the strength of magnetic field will decrease. Second, radius of circular coil or loop. Magnetic field strength at the center of the circular coil is inversely proportional to its radius, where r is the radius of the circular loop. If we will increase the radius of the circular loop, then at the center of the circular coil, the magnetic field will decrease, inversely proportional. If we will increase the radius of circular coil, the magnetic field produced at the center will decrease, the strength of magnetic field will decrease, and if we will decrease the radius of circular coil, then strength of magnetic field at the center will increase. Third factor, number of turns of circular coil. Suppose this is one turn. If we consider one more term of magnetic field, instead of the single wire, suppose there are two rounds of coil, then the magnetic field produced by each turn, since direction of current is same, so at a point the strength of magnetic field will be doubled. If we will increase the number of turns up to 3, then the strength will become third, because since current is in the same direction, so at the point magnetic field will keep on adding, and therefore the strength of magnetic field will increase. So this is the third factor. Magnetic field strength is directly proportional to number of turns of circular coil, and vice versa. Now the question is, how can we change the direction of magnetic field produced by the circular coil? Answer is very simple. Just by reversing the direction of current. As you see, since here the current is flowing in this direction, it is upward, so it is at this point it is anti-clockwise, here it is downward, so it is clockwise. Inside they are in the same direction. If we reverse the polarity, suppose instead of taking this positive we take minus this positive, the current will go like this. On this side it will be in the upward direction. So here the magnetic field will be anti-clockwise instead of clockwise, and here it will be downward. So instead of anti-clockwise it will be clockwise, and complete scene will be changed. See, for example, if I take this here, instead of this I take minus, plus, then this is plus, then instead of current flowing through this in this direction, the current will start flowing this way. This is now on this side, instead of downward, since current is going this way, so it will be, so here since it is upward, so it will be anti-clockwise, so the direction will be, this is anti-clockwise. Now since current in the circular coil is coming this way, so at this point it will be downward. So since here the current is downward, therefore it will be clockwise. So now you can see the direction of current will be reversed. Then the magnetic field direction will also be reversed. Now the question is, next question which can be asked, ways to increase or methods to increase magnetic field strength at a point or at the center of circular loop. If we are considering the magnetic field produced at this point or at the center, what we have done, we have fixed the distance. So we are left, because these are the three factors which is affecting the strength of magnetic field. So by these methods only we can increase or decrease the magnetic field strength. Since circular coil is kept same, either at this point or at the center, we have to increase or decrease. Then one thing we have fixed, this point, radius has been fixed. Then we are left with two options. So to increase the strength of magnetic field at a point or at the center of circular loop, either we can increase the magnetic field strength by increasing the current or by increasing the number of turns. So these are the two methods to increase the magnetic field strength produced by a circular coil. Now, I would like to summarize the important points. Since a current carrying conductor behaves like a magnet, therefore a current carrying circular loop or coil also behaves like a magnet and hence produces a magnetic field. The pattern of magnetic field is like this. The nature, the magnetic field lines are circular near the circular coil and straight parallel lines at the center of circular loop or coil, and inside the circular loop or coil their direction is same. Second, the factors affecting the magnetic field strength. There are three factors on which magnetic field produced by a current carrying circular loop depends. First, magnitude or amount of current. Strength of magnetic field is directly proportional to magnitude of current. That is, on increasing the current in the circular loop, the strength of magnetic field also increases, and vice versa. Second factor is radius of the circular loop. Magnetic field strength also depends upon radius of the circular loop, and that is magnetic field strength is inversely proportional to the radius of the circular loop. If greater will be the radius, lesser will be the magnetic field strength at the center, and vice versa. Third factor, the magnetic field strength produced by a current carrying circular coil also depends upon the number of turns in the circular loop or coil. It is directly proportional to the number of turns. That is, on increasing the number of turns in the circular coil, the magnetic field strength also increases, and reason being that the current flows in the circular coil in the same direction. So each loop contributes the magnetic field, and therefore at a point, because of each loop, the magnetic field at that point is added up, and hence magnetic field increases. To increase the magnetic field strength at a point or at the center of the circular loop, there are two methods only. First, either you increase the amount of current in the circular coil, or you increase the number of turns. The direction of magnetic field produced by a current carrying circular coil can be changed by changing the direction of current in the circular coil. And important thing, the magnetic field lines are in a plane perpendicular to the plane of circular loop. If circular loop is in this plane, then magnetic field lines are in this plane. They are perpendicular to each other. Now, since a current carrying conductor behaves like a magnet, it has poles also, north pole and south pole. So how we will decide that which phase of a current carrying circular coil is north pole and which one is south pole? There is a rule to determine this, and the rule is called clock phase rule. It is very simple and easy to learn. If current in a loop facing you is clockwise, then that phase will be south pole. And if a phase of circular loop is carrying current in anti-clockwise direction, then it will be a north pole. There is a very easy method to learn which is based on diagram. So I am going to explain it with the help of diagram. Clock phase rule. See, this is a circular coil. This is N for north. North pole. Now at the end we have, you can see I have kept the arrow. In the circular loop, accordingly you put the arrow in the same direction as I have kept at the end of the letter N. Now you see, the direction of current in the loop is anti-clockwise. Then that phase of the current carrying conductor, which is circular loop, will be north. Current anti-clockwise, phase is north. Second, again at the end of the letter S I have kept the arrow. In the same direction you will put the arrow on the circular loop. Now you can see this is clockwise. Current is clockwise, phase is south. So this is the simplest way to understand it. Now what does it mean? Suppose you consider this. This is circular. Suppose this is a circular coil and current is flowing in this direction. This is clockwise. Then this phase which you are facing this is, in this phase it is clockwise. So this phase which you are observing will be behaving like north pole. Now for the person who is on this side, I will keep on rotating my finger in the same direction, and you see this is, now it is facing you. This is, for you it will be anti-clockwise, and then this will be south pole. So if it is north pole, from this it will be south pole. So a circular loop will have both the two poles, and the poles will be determined by this one. So this is all about the magnetic field produced by a current carrying circular loop. In the next module we will discuss one more current carrying conductor. Till then, go through all the points, learn all these points by heart. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.